Hello, it's Scott. I thought I'd do a video the night before my 6th chemo. Just because firstly, I haven't done a video in like 8-9 days, and the reason for that is because, or maybe longer, the reason for that is because I recorded like 3 or 4 days footage and then I made it into a video and then I lost it all. So I was a bit disenfranchised, and so yeah, I stopped because I was feeling okay as well, so I didn't want to like just do like normal videos. And then yeah, so I'll start again from tomorrow. But yes, I thought I'd do a video checking in, basically like the night before, kind of halfway through my chemo cycles, and to sort of see how I was feeling. And like, it's weird because like it feels like it's gone really quickly. I almost can't believe that I'm halfway through already. But at the same time, it also feels like it's like lasted quite a long time. I don't know, I'm kind of getting to the point now where like normal life kind of needs to resume. Just because I'm bored, and just because it'd be really nice to like get involved with work a bit more and like not worry about stuff, and about like going outside and getting an infection or whatever, which is annoying because I seem to be one of the unlucky ones, and my neutrophils are low every time I have chemo. And the one when I was delayed one of the weeks, and that by an extra week, so 3 weeks had passed. I had my blood test before my chemo and my neutrophils were still 0.3, which is usually like really bad. So yeah, they still did my chemo. So but yeah, so like they seem to not be rising as quickly as I would like. Basically, neutrophils. If you've got no low neutrophils, it means your ability to fight off infection is low. But I haven't had any problems, touch wood, so far with infections, thankfully. How long may that continue? And to be honest, like this particular infusion, the number 5, was the dream. Obviously they dropped the bleomycin, so it's just, I was just doing ABVD, and I really noticed a difference. I don't know whether it's because of that, but I felt a lot less brain foggy. I didn't get fatigued, so basically I was tired, but when usually day 4, day 5 comes along, it's like bedtime for like an extended period of time, but that wasn't the case. And I went out on day 6, day 7, and was absolutely fine. And like it's been the same since, which has been really nice. So I'm really hoping it's going to happen this time as well. But yeah, so where we're at, it's we're going into infusion number 6 out of 12. I should be finishing obviously just in October, which gives me a few months to like, rejuvenate before Christmas, because I'd be really like happy to like go to Wales and stuff at Christmas time. The situation is that I'm feeling really good. The number 5 was good, number 4 was good. Hair wise, like I'm balding quite significantly now. My eyebrows, as you can see, are like almost non-existent. My beard is there, but it isn't growing. My eyelashes are coming out, and my hair has stayed in this kind of like fuzzball. Or one of my friends, Gwilym, basically said my hair looks like a wet tennis ball, which is not wrong. That's exactly what it looks like. And like, yeah, so it's a very strange experience to have like hair, because usually my hair grows so quickly, and it's literally like, if I've shaved it, it'll be back within a week. It's very strange to have this kind of like constant, like non-hairy, head. Kind of like good in some ways. It's like, it means I don't need to like maintain it. But yeah, so I'm feeling good. Really good actually. Like I'm positively excited for it to be like over halfway. And yeah, I think you know, when you get to this stage, you kind of, it gets a bit boring, as I was saying. Like, you get your routine going, you get frustrated that you can't do certain things, but then you feel good, but then you realise you can't still do those things. And it kind of like, you kind of get complacent and think you know, think you can do stuff and whatever. But you just don't want to risk it, because like, I know my neutrophils are low every time. So I could just be unlucky really quickly and then suddenly like have horrendous infection and then like die, which is not what we want. But it makes you sort of susceptible to sepsis, neutropenic sepsis, which is not good. But yeah, haven't happened yet, and hopefully it won't. I have to go for a blood test tomorrow morning before my chemo, because my last blood test was on Thursday, which should have been like that should just have been okay, and everything was okay, but my liver enzymes are a bit elevated, and so they need to check that my liver enzymes have come down before I have my chemo, which means it could be delayed. I'm really hoping it's not going to be delayed though, because it's my birthday on the 24th and my next chemo's on the 26th. And if I have chemo tomorrow as planned, it means that I'll be in a really good position for my birthday. Haven't drunk alcohol. Won't drink alcohol probably. Maybe have a cheeky bottle of beer. Who knows? But I haven't had alcohol since Christmas. Don't really miss it either. But like, I do enjoy a pint. So, you know, it'd be nice to have something. Maybe, who knows? Lots of thoughts going on in my head right now. But yeah, other than that, I've just done a shoot upstairs for Camper Van Collective, which is our new shop, which was nice to get some work done. And yeah, it's a strange one, because like I haven't got cancer anymore. I'm in remission. And the like sort of position that you're in, like, since it's sunk in that I haven't got cancer inside me anymore, you kind of like, it makes everything a lot sweeter, in the sense of like, you know, it's good. Chemo isn't bothering me. It hasn't bothered me since the start. The actual administration of the go in there, it's quite fun, you know, get a little meal. But it's a strange thing to like comprehend when you you haven't got it anymore. You still have to have all of this, and then you get to this halfway point, and because it's felt like I've been at the halfway point since like I don't know, a while back, and I've kind of like thinking in my brain it's halfway. It almost feels like there's such a long way to go, because it's only now at the halfway point, but at the same time it's gone quick. But yeah, my goals over the next couple of months are just to do the same. It's really worked for me, my pattern. Obviously, number one was I was like getting to grips with the chemo. It affected me quite a lot in terms of side effects, but like not like mega, just like I can remember feeling like buzzy and like odd after the chemo. Number two was better. Number three was absolute hell on earth, because my whole body collapsed and I needed to go to hospital for a week. Number four was good, and number five was a dream. So I'm hoping that number six is going to continue that trend. But I've really found that, like, for me, what works for my pattern is I have my chemo. The day of the chemo, I'm like shaky and on edge, but still feeling fine. I relax. Somebody else makes food on that day, and then I don't drink caffeine. I don't have any caffeine for at least 6 or 7 days, because I find that the chemo and the meds like clash with the caffeine, and makes me like overstimulated and odd and weird. So I don't have caffeine. That's something I noticed, thankfully. And then I just like binge on caffeine and coffee for the next week before the next one. For the first 3 days, I don't really do much, because I noticed that on the third time when I did, because technically I don't feel bad on the first 3 days, because steroids kind of keep you bumping and keep you going forward. But when I was doing life like normal and going out and having coffees in the first 3 days on number 3, which is the one that I'm comparing to all the time, because that was the disaster. I was really active. And so number 4 and 5, I wasn't. I haven't done anything for the first 3 days. And that's really helped. I've been fine. My fatigue hasn't been as bad. I haven't had any neuropathy. And I've coped much better up until, you know, normal times, day 6, day 7. And then I've just gone on with life normally then, and gone out and done stuff from that point. Food-wise, I'm back to healthy eating for the majority. I have a real craving for like fast food every now and again, and I kind of just like go with that and buy it, like a pizza or a chippy or whatever, and I don't feel guilty about that. I think for me, like body and size, and like I did an Instagram post about it. I am someone that has always had to... Sorry, there's a fly buzzing around me. Hopefully it's not because I smell. I have had... I'm the type of person that can't eat certain things without working it off. You know, my metabolism is bad. I will just look at a block of cheese, and like the next day the weight will be on me, and it'll be showing, not just like on the scales, but like my body will show it. So the fact is, you know, before I was doing the chemo, I was running 12 kilometers 2 or 3 times a week because I was training for a half marathon. And it's got to the stage halfway through now where I'm really chomping at the bit about that. Like I really want to exercise. I was really enjoying it, and it's because not only does it like make you feel good and all of the rest, but it's something I could do, and it's like the first time in my life where I've been, you know, able to like exercise and do it well, and like get time and like do like run and lose weight really successfully, and keep it off and enjoy it. And so going from that straight into chemo is tough because literally I can't do that anymore. And you know, I'm noticing the difference. I know I've only put on 2 kilos. I didn't want to know, but the nurse accidentally sort of let it spill when I was at my last clinic, because they weigh you before every appointment to make sure that you're okay. And so I was 2 kilos heavy. I was 86 kilos, and I'm usually, you know, well, before chemo I was 82 kilos going into 83 kilos, but basically the fact that I'm only on 86 now, which is a +4 since the start, doesn't really reflect how I feel and how my body looks. So obviously, because fat weighs less than muscle. So my like arms, like my this, I'm noticing like jelly arms, my thighs, which are always big, but they're like really quite like flabby again. They'd started getting really toned, and I was really enjoying that. My face, because my beard isn't there, I'm noticing that as well. And you know, it's just like most people probably wouldn't know, but for me, I do, and I notice these things, and it is something that I think about on a daily basis quite a lot. I've always been somebody that needs to look at what I eat and what you know, I've always eaten healthy, but it's because I need to, because if I don't, then I'll like put it on. So that's the struggle, and I think that's the biggest like mental block and mental hurdle of this whole process. It's because I just like gotten myself into this like exercise. I'd been doing it for a long time, and I'd started enjoying it, and like yeah, it's frustrating that it's all coming back. To be honest, like I was expecting to put on way more weight, so I'm kind of grateful, and I really don't like, I'm not like sad about it, but it's frustrating. I'm happy that I've still got a massive appetite and I can still eat, and I'm not like, you know, that I can't eat food because of the chemo and that sort of thing. But yeah, I think it's a strange one. It's a bitter. It's a catch-22. It's yeah, that's the biggest thing at the moment, I think, as I'm going into the next 3 months. But yeah, if that is the only thing that I have to worry about, then to be fair, like, you know, I'm really lucky in that respect. But I think from a mental health point of view and a men's kind of like, the body confidence stuff is talked more about it by it's like a women's, yeah, a lot of women talk about it, and it's a lot of men kind of don't get the chance to speak about it. So yeah, I just wanted to say that, like, you know, body confidence is a thing. I am confident, and I have got body confidence, and like no matter what size I am, I've always been confident. But This is something, it's like a niggling thing in my brain that, you know, is on my mind right now. But other than that, yeah, going forward, I'm fine. I'm feeling good. I'm grateful. I'm happy. I can't wait for my birthday to be over. So I hate my birthday. Like, I've always got this like feeling of like memory of people singing happy birthday to me when I was 4, and like, happy birthday to you, and like it being like this like menacing thing that like is blown up in my brain over the years, and I still think about it. So yeah, happy birthday song. No, I'm turning 29. I can't believe it. 20 fucking 9, sorry. So that's a bit of a weird one. And yeah, I'm turning 30 next year, and I can't stop thinking about that either. Hopefully I'll be able to go out and do stuff and go on holiday and all of that sort of thing. But yeah, I just wanted to say to everybody, all the people are commenting and messaging like on my YouTube, thank you. I appreciate it, and I'm sorry that I haven't been keeping up to date on this particular infusion, but from tomorrow I'm gonna do much better to not destroy all of my footage. But yeah, I hope you're all well, and continue being amazing followers. And also, to all of the people that are also going through it, thank you for all your messages, and thank you for like letting me know about all of the stuff that like I've helped you with, because it does help me as well. And all of the people going through the treatment, I hope it's all going well for you. And yeah, thank you for keeping in tune with me. But yeah, have a good one, and I'll update you in the next few days.